Life is too short to believe in what everyone else believes in. I say that because ultimately I feel like the thing that makes us feel most fulfilled as a human is when we feel connected to the one source of energy that is God, that is light source. And through the decades of researching life, there are so many stories. There are so many different histories. There's whether it's religious or if you're into aliens or if you're purely scientific. And even the science has its different branches. It is not all the same. And human life is short. So I think the biggest thing is we all are programmed very specifically. And the more you find out how to listen to your program and what's the word? Calibrate that to the right wavelength, then you're going to feel an alignment and you're going to feel joy. And that is, I feel like, the ultimate secret to the human life. I'm always listening to new ideas. As those things I mentioned in the beginning, I'm consistently jumping in and around all the different theories that people have out there because that's what I do. All right. You can't teach the things that I have learned. I have spent my life wishing to have millions of dollars so that I could go to college and learn everything there is to learn. Well, I didn't have millions of dollars to spend on college because I spent all my money on my family and my kids and my experiences, and it's been amazing. And I felt bad for not going to college. However, I realized that I have had the discipline to continue learning outside of school, and it's on subjects that they don't teach. These are things that they don't teach in universities. These are things that you have to want to learn them. These are things that you have to use cognitive thinking skills to know how to navigate and cross reference all the different theories to come up with the knowledge and wisdom that guides your specific soul, my specific soul, because I'm talking about me, right? Like, I have done this through discipline, through intention, and through a knowing of something more and bigger and deeper and wilder. And we really are like a Truman Show right now. There was a point where I stopped watching TV because I realized it was like spells and it was magic, and a lot of the things that they say about sci-fi and stories and TV really are more realistic, and the fact that they are putting it in front of us is kind of what makes it true because that's how magic and earth works. And earth is weird because there's been this duality factor. That was 333 right when I said that. This duality factor that the human brain cannot escape the duality. However, most people, not most people are non-player characters with a mask. If you are watching this video, you are probably not one of those people. When I say most people, to your brain, most people will make sense because it's the people that are in your vibration. And if you're watching this video, you are part of this vibration. I have to keep checking my microphone, make sure I can't see a battery indicator, just the green light. I am Deb. I share the human experience to help others have confidence in their human experience. And I am on a timeline that is a magnificent timeline where 3D and duality is no longer going, like, that's not part of my existence, right? That's a different human timeline. There's a part where there's interlapping of 3D and 5D, and it really, right now, we've been like overlapping, but it's going to start going like this, right? Still spiraling, but it's like, it's different. Whenever I get a computer, I can reference links to this information that has amazing visuals, very clear terminology, and I would love to be able to share all the links when I come across this information. But I don't have a computer. So that's down the road when the time comes and that's where this channel progresses, then that will happen. For now, everything is done on my phone, the best that I can with very cheap Amazon products. That took me 6 years to get the courage to spend $80 on Amazon products. Okay, really sidetracked there. That's me. I'm Deb. I get sidetracked, but this is my truth of my experience and my wisdom, and it is esoteric. It is raw. It is authentic. I am a mother of 2 children. One's a grown adult now, the other one's almost there, and we've been through a lot. Right? So this channel is a lot of also my own talk therapy of talking of my experiences and what I've learned from it. In my child's At the time that he was 15 years old, we had lived in 13 different locations. And that doesn't include the 2 different times that we were in a trailer and those trailers bounced around. That just trailer was one time, trailer was another time. That doesn't include how many locations was that trailer. 13 times by the time he was 15 years old. Can you imagine not just running a household, but running a household, maintaining a stable professional appearance while moving 13 times? That also doesn't include times of moving things in and out of storage units in between the moves. Like, if you want to talk about hard times and how to, I mean, it's, daycares, summers, cars break down. You think that a lot of these places I thought were my forever homes. I thought I had it. I thought we were done, right? So never say forever, never say never. And know that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. Did we have some trauma? Did we go through some things? Did we shed some tears? Did we feel like it was going to be the end of the world and we wanted it to be the end? Absolutely. But where are we at right now? Well, I know that I have reached a level and connection with Source that I have never, I'm not going to say I've never felt before, but it's a remembering that I am excited to finally experience again. And the connection with my child over the last months has grown exponentially. And that warms my soul so much to bring all the lessons of all the decades and everything together. Like this, where we've been now, we've been here for 2 years and it's beautiful. Like we've had the time to slow down and integrate. And that's what a season of solitude, a desert season of wilderness is about. It's about pausing of making progression because, like they say, you got to pull the bow back in order for it to go forward, right? So you just pull back, except it doesn't feel like we're building tension, but we are integrating the lessons to give us that strength and power for what's next, because life is beautiful. And if you follow what you believe in, which is where I started this video with, whatever it is you believe in, follow the joy, follow what you're programmed for, because when you follow what you resonate with, there's still a specific word that's I can visualize listening to it and hearing other people say it, hearing myself say it. I just can't remember the word right now. When you follow your joy, when you follow your path, when you resonate with what you resonate with, bridges will come into place to make things happen for you. And this is all one big chaos theory that you can't teach the chaos. You can only live it. You can only feel it. And that's why I have I mean, my soul, on a soul level, I've kind of refused to go to university. On a soul level, I have refused almost to, like, anytime I try to create internet products or courses or those things, it falls flat and my soul pulls back. Why? Because it's not a cookie cutter program. And I'm not going to bring AI into it. Anytime I made a list, yes, there were times where I was like, oh, I'll just use AI to help me. AI could be beneficial, and I saw how beneficial it was. But in this time where everyone's using AI, nope. The decades of lessons that I have learned, that I have taught myself off information that existed before AI sifted and sorted and maybe changed some things, I now have a knowledge that is priceless. Universities don't have my knowledge, and AI is changing the knowledge that's there that I learned from. And so now mixing the knowledge that I have taken from my earthly life over the last few decades and combining that with the connection of source that removes the duality factor and brings it back to oneness, which is that's the feeling you all are feeling. If you're feeling something inside of you, don't know what it is, it's the world of duality in 3D. Bring it over to oneness. Bring it over to the 5D, the 5. It's you want that's where it's beautiful. I'm telling you. Getting really sidetracked because I'm so excited. You cannot, like, I am going through hours of downloads before I even turn this video on. And this video, I do these videos even before sunrise usually. And even before that, I'm having hours of meditation and connecting and downloads and doing things that nourish my body and fill my heart with comfort and joy. Like spending moments of gratitude, spending moments staring at the sky, spending moments massaging and moving my body. Some people have made comments about my toned arms. This is the least toned I've ever been because I've been in a period of desert solitude, wilderness, if you will, hermit mode. And my body has been going through changes that I have very much so been respecting. And I have stepped back from what a healthy and traditional physique might look like. I have been listening to my body and allowing it to become softer. But I do appreciate the comments and the toneness, and I love my body and I love the reflection that it represents of my health and my discipline. Because as I say, oh, I haven't been in the gym forever, so I'm discrediting the compliment. I am saying that I have always encouraged people to listen to their body. If your body is telling you to gain strength and hit the gym a lot, do it. I did bodybuilding competitions, for lack of better words, for the general public. And it gave me the most amazing lesson and experience and self-confidence and strength and willpower and discipline and knowing what I'm capable of. So much more than any other experience I have learned. I just realized this camera is probably really dirty. I have a thing here somewhere. I don't know how this has looked this whole time. My apologies. Just had some dust on it. So I feel like that's where the flow. I need to. One time I have remembered to put my phone on airplane mode before a video because when notifications come in, it does distract the energy. These are good distractions, but I can't. I'm in the middle of a video. Okay. Resetting if I can. Microphone's still going. That's amazing. Why do you watch these videos? We watch these videos. Oh, my YouTube started showing algorithms of humans, that we're AI humans. I am not an AI human. And when I started this channel, I asked AI to give me an outline of subjects that I could do for helping people understand life or awakening or just self love and becoming their best selves, right? And I could have spent hours and hours just asking and then taking what it would take and then reframe it. And in the end, that's not what this channel is. This channel is always just letting what comes up in the moment. And maybe that's just the ADD in me. But I believe it's an energetic connection. It doesn't matter if you're watching this as soon as I post it. It doesn't matter if you're watching this 5 years from now. The content, I feel, is made to be timeless and relevant to the human soul, no matter where you're at in your journey. And different times on your journey, if you watch these videos, there's going to be different things that pop out to you. I remember when I first started learning about the chakra system, it was certain words would pop out, but I didn't know anything about them. Now I know a lot. I know a lot now. I've experienced a lot now. And there's a lot of information that I've learned. Like, how do I take decades worth of information and put it out there? I do appreciate the comments. I do read them and I see them and I do take into account the suggestions of videos. And again, it's one of those like, okay, well, now I have an idea that somebody wants information on. And again, it turns into a premeditated thing. And then I have to start thinking of like more things. So keep suggestions coming. They're helpful, right? It's all part of the process. This is all just part of the process. Me consistently tapping into the energies, sharing, because we need more people to share. We need more people to rise above the sense of duality. We need more people. I just, people like me are out there, and people like me spend a lot of time feeling lonely and misunderstood. A lot of people like me feel like they get walked on. A lot of people like me feel like they are good people and have a lot of bad things happen to them. And a lot of people like me need encouragement and they need to know they're not alone. And a lot of people like me need to know that they can change it all with seriously just a mindset. You can just go like that. You just change your mind. You change your beliefs. And yes, it is like that. But also, even though you have a thing of water, you can drink it like that. But if you have a gallon of water, it's going to take you some time to drink it. So being a human, there are things that we're going to have to process. And it's probably not going to be like that. But if you do the work and continue and stay disciplined and consistent and intentional, one day it will feel like the click, because it can only happen in the moment of now, and one day you will have your now. I've had my now and it's beautiful and I'm excited and I am stoked. And even if I crash again, I know there may be another moment where I crash again. There may be another moment where I feel like I'm going to explode with pain. There may be a moment where I feel like I literally don't know how I'm going to exist or survive. And am I going to be strong enough to handle that moment when it comes again next time? I can't tell you that, but I can tell you I'm going to enjoy this moment right now, where it's all this joy that I went through a lot of pain to get through. This moment and this glow was not without sacrifice. It was not without the strength and discipline that these toned arms represent. That's it. Okay, my name's Deb. I like to share the human experience, help others with their human experience. We are creating a new earth. And that whole rant and tangent just now was I want more people like me so that people like me can feel less lonely. Because life is fun. And there's no reason to feel lonely. And the more of us that jump over to 5D, like, why would you not? 90% of us probably won't. Actually, I like to think of the numbers of 80/20. If we can get to 80/20, that's amazing. So, like, comment, subscribe. Cheers. I'll work on those suggestions. They do not go unnoticed. Thank you. Love you all. Appreciate you. Have a blessed day.